Okay. All right, can everyone hear me okay? Just trying to make sure. Spurs making finals next year. Watch. Hey, man. All I know is the NBA is all about depth, and we've been doing this since day one. New NBA is all about depth, and we've been doing this since day one. All right. The mic on? We can hear you, Clan. Let's hear some good news. Okay, all right. Well, we're good to go then. We're good to go. Oh, this is weird. I'm like looking over here for the chat, but now you guys are right here. I moved my camera. It's kind of strange. What does that bet look like? I don't care about the bet. The betting odds. The betting odds do look really good though. You literally cannot bet on the Spurs. If that makes sense. You'll lose money. Hey, no more laptop? No more laptop. Camera quality is better. Yeah, man. It's just straight ahead now. It's just straight ahead. Let's see if we can make this light any better. It's kind of weird because I'm looking here, looking there. It doesn't matter. I don't like this. Just like Sochan. Caps, you gotta work on this, man. You gotta work on your hate of Jeremy Sochan. You gotta work on it. The camera quality is better. We've always been here. Duos, depth, and defense. Okay, so I want to go through all this news because I'll be real with you guys. I have not eaten today. I literally had some Jello. That's it. I had some Jello. Went to the gym. I'm malnourished. Okay, so I need to get through this so I can go eat. I want to eat and watch a movie. That's what I want to do. Camera angle and lighting look good to me. Thanks, man. Yeah, I can change the lights in the back. I'm not gonna do it right now. I would make them change colors, but I kind of like it like that. Kind of like the blue. I think it's pretty chill. What you watching? I'm gonna watch Thunderbolts. I haven't seen it yet. Is it worth watching? We can't see or collect. I know. I don't know how I would do it. I could put Kawhi up here. Wait, can I? He might fall. How'd that look? No, that looks weird. Hold on. You can see my pun down here, kind of. You can't really see pun. Hold on. The mic. Yeah, and then if I move, I can put Sochan there. Thunderbolts is good. Okay, all right. We're gonna see. I want to go see Jurassic Rebirth. Dude, Jurassic Park sucks. I'm sorry. I hate Jurassic. I mean, go watch what you want. I'm not gonna judge you. It's just Jurassic Park has not been the same since like the first one. 28 years later tonight. That is such a weird movie because I haven't seen it. I enjoyed 28 years or 28 days later. Like I enjoyed that film. I think that it's it's a classic for a reason. But I wasn't like in love with it, right? And 28 years later is weird because the critics mostly love it, but then the people that I trust hate it. I don't understand what's going on. I didn't actually watch any because I don't like to be too influenced before I see something because I am planning to see it at some point. You said it was awesome. I liked it. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but I didn't watch their review. I like skipped to the end just to see what they gave it. And I tend to go back and watch their videos. But yeah, I was like, why do the top people I watch hate this movie? But I didn't. I tried my best not to give my reason why they didn't like it, because if I go in and I love it, then I can excuse whatever flaw that they see with it. I'm sure. The movie I'm gonna go see soon is the Possession movie. What is it called, man? What's that movie called? It's from the same people who made Talk to Me. What is it? Let's see, here's Talk to Me. Aren't they like brothers or something? Michael and Danny Filippo. Bring Her Back. That's the movie. Bring Her Back. Yeah, Bring Her Back, Swiss. Yeah, this is the movie I'm planning to see soon. I heard it was a banger. But yeah, how can it not, though? It has Sally Hawkins in it. She's awesome. You doing a draft watch party, Clan? Yeah, of course. We'll be live during the draft. That's easy. Like that's a gimme, bro. That's a gimme. We'll definitely be live. I don't know about second round though. We'll see. I don't know if I'll go live this. Well, that's not true. I'll probably go live the day after, but I don't know if we're gonna care about the second round. Like, we might just talk about stuff. It might be at a random time we go live during the second round. But I plan to go live at least 45 minutes before the draft. So just be on the lookout for it. Number 2 pick, then log off. No. It's just that the second round happens the next day, and I don't really care to go live for that, but we could be live during, before, after it. I don't know. What is your list? As far as players I want right now? I made like a small list. I mean, there's some other, because is it next week? So I got some time. There's another player in particular I wanted to go over. I always forget how to say his name. Is it Malu? How do you say it? Malak? Hold on. There we go. This guy. Malachi? That's how you say that? Nah, Malua? Maluak? Maluwatch. Maluwatch. Okay. Maluwatch. Okay. Maluwatch. Yeah, that's who I wanted to go over next. I won't say too much, but I heard some news, okay? So this is somebody I wanted to focus in on. But I did hear some things. I heard some things, okay? I heard some things. Okay, bro, move on, Clan. Levi. Come on now. This is a live stream. You don't watch too many streamers, do you? I am very hungry, though. I'm kind of with you. I do need to move on. What did you hear through the grapevine? Just to keep an eye on this person. July? What you just said? I'm just... here's my hint. Okay, I forget. I keep thinking my camera's over here. You got me? July? You said, did he? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go through this. We got something. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I did not mean to do that. All right. Let's do this. So I know... Guys, I know that the Kevin Durant news is getting quite exhausting. It's not, is it? I thought my camera was there. My camera's here. I got to get used to this. God, that threw me off. Okay. But yeah, I know it's getting kind of weird at this point, right? But not really. We're all excited. We want to know what happens next. So this is some recent news with Kevin Durant, which I did find quite interesting, which we kind of already knew, but this is from Windhorse. Kevin Durant is effectively controlling the market to force a trade to a preferred team. His trade value is depressed because he's limiting his market. He is effectively doing that. So he is trying to force his way, said trade to a preferred team. Shout out to Area 51 for pointing out a certain spot in this, or a preferred team. I guess that's what he meant. But at the same time, he says singular, not plural. Yeah, you can kind of still use it in a plural sense as well. But we all know where he really wants to go, which is San Antonio. And it's very obvious that that's what's going on. And this was the only way that I wanted the Spurs to go after Giannis, right? If he would have forced his way to a specific spot, being San Antonio, because it helps us and we have all the leverage in the world. The Spurs have not put anything else out there. Like what we've said that we wanted for KD, from our knowledge thus far, it would be a steal. I mean, I'll just be real with you. It'll be an absolute steal. So if they stick with that, which they're going to stick with that, we're looking really good. And the Suns are in a terrible spot, okay? Because the Raptors, I think that the Raptors and the Minnesota Timberwolves at this point are kind of waiting it out to see if KD will be convinced to sign long-term to them, because they don't want to dish out everything that they're willing to dish out if he were to go to their teams. I think a lot of teams as well, and I brought this up too, a lot of teams just don't want the Spurs to get him, right? Like they know that at this point, like we got so much talent. Fox and Wemby haven't even played together. I mean, we had Fox with a bum finger. We had Wemby with what happened with him, and it's just like they barely even played together. They haven't been healthy together. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting and seeing how diabolical this team is about to be, and the addition of KD would make us even better, right? So it's getting a little ridiculous, and I think teams want to make sure that they give their 2 cents to try to make this not happen. But KD is trying to force this to happen, and it's actually awesome to see. Now, there has been some misinformation out there. So I saw this circling, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a few people brought it up to me. But Sam Amico said, report Spurs not expected to trade for Kevin Durant. And if you actually go through his article, it's wrong. Like his source is it's just wrong. He misquoted the source, right? And shout out to Brett Siegel for calling this out. So Brett Siegel says, not sure where you getting this headline from my story, but I didn't write that the Spurs are not expected to trade for Kevin Durant anywhere. What was said is that the Spurs have made an offer and they don't intend to bid higher. That doesn't mean they won't get KD. Exactly. And a lot of, yeah. Who's Amico? Everybody gets them mixed up, and I think I brought this up in another video as well. If it's Sam Amick, he is actually credible. If it's Amico, he's constantly posting things just to stir the pot. Like, and if I made that mistake in the past, I really do apologize, because it's kind of hard, or it's a little hard to get them right. So I might have looked at an article here or there and was like, oh, okay, this credible is Sam Amick, but really it was Amico. So I'm going to be really on the lookout for that now. But he just likes to stir the pot, right? So he's completely wrong on this. And the thing that he's quoting isn't even true from the person who wrote it, right? So as it stands right now, the Spurs are just kind of chilling back. They're like, hey, you need us more than we need you, which is the right approach. I saw someone I don't think they were angry with me, but I saw someone on Twitter and they were like, clan. Like, because what I did was I posted, hold on, I'll show you exactly what I posted. Let's see. I'll show you exactly what I posted. So I said, where is it? Here we go. Just to calm us down a little bit, and I do mean this. I said, I know we're excited for the possibility of getting KD, but want to take some time to respectively and calmly, I messed that up, and calmly state that we got Fox for nothing, and Wemby and Fox will feed families. And it was a couple people that were like, no, I don't want to hear about this. Okay, I want KD. There is no, okay, we did good enough. But to be honest with you guys, it actually is fine if we don't get KD. I expect us to get him. I fully expect us to get him. And I think we're going to be a monster. But we're okay if we don't get him. You get what I'm saying? Like, Harper is that good. And I think if people really realized how good he actually is, you would feel a little bit more comfortable because he's that good. And the Spurs are, I mean, watching how our offseason is going, it couldn't have gone any better, right? We got Wemby becoming a monk. Okay, so he's going to really tap in. Actually, you know what? Funny thing about that, I'm going to show you guys something. Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me show you something. Because I know you guys know about him going to China and everything. You guys remember when someone else that's really great did that? You might not. You might not remember. You might not remember. But here's a reminder for the kids out there. Kobe Bean Bryant. He actually did it as well. So this is experiencing monk life in Taiwan, actually. 2016. So you can see the Black Mamba. There you go. All right, so this is not the first time, and we all know that Wemby is a huge Kobe fan. It's so funny because so many people get the Kobe comparisons, but in actuality, like, there's only a couple players I can think of in the NBA that deserve it, and I think it's SGA. His game does remind me of Kobe, an older Kobe, and Wemby, but Wemby reminds me mentally of Kobe. So, I don't know. Anyways, just wanted to bring that up. So the Spurs are looking really good, and if we don't get KD, everything is fine. But I expect us to, right? And we're in a really good spot too. So there's that. You know what I mean? I was just going to type that. Okay, I don't know. I'm looking at the chat too late. I mess up. Fox doing windmills. We'll be fine. Oh, I saw that too. Yeah, I saw that clip. I don't think I saved it though, so I'm not going to even search for it. But yeah, he got hops, man. He got hops. Spurs with KD will push for the title next season. Spurs with if the Spurs can get KD with the deal that I'm expecting, we're unstoppable, bro. Seriously. You're going to be winning now, way ahead of schedule, and then you still have your future. You're not losing much. And I won't just say it, but the way that the Spurs have been moving, just know this. From what I heard, the way that the Spurs have been moving, I think they're pretty confident. I think they're pretty confident that KD comes to San Antonio. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll wait and see. Whatever happened to Nunez? I don't think he's ever going to play for San Antonio. I don't know where he went. Yeah, I don't know. You probably need to give up on that dream, man. Yeah, you got to give up on that. New Spurs fan from Canada, digging the content. What's up, man? Welcome. Everybody, welcome Nate. Everyone say, hey, Nate. We can't go to the next segment until you say, hey, Nate. I need at least 10 people to say, hey, Nate. Hey, Pizza. Where's she going? There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Nate Dogg doesn't count. 10. Cool. All right. Nice. What's up, Nate? Okay, so next order of business. Where are we at here, y'all? That was the first thing. Okay. All right. So you're probably tired of hearing this, and I don't really care. I keep looking up here. My camera is here now. Whew. Okay. You're probably tired of me saying this, and you're probably tired of hearing about it. But I love Jeremy Sochan, and I think that he is developing so nicely. And just like a lot of things out of San Antonio, he is ahead of schedule. A lot of things going on in San Antonio, and he is one of the things that's ahead of schedule. So take a look at this, okay? Take a look at this man's jump shot. Now, a lot of people talked about how he had that hitch, how it was ugly, and I completely agreed, but you never saw me jumping, to conclusions here. I assume that they were doing that to emphasize maybe the arc or emphasize something that they felt was a flaw in his technique, right? Just like they did with the one-handed free throws. Like, you want to emphasize something that he has to fundamentally break, right? He has some bad habits, and you got to start from scratch, start from this first building block to help him in that regard. And I think that's why he was a little bit more hesitant to shoot this season than he has been in the seasons prior. But let's take a look at this. I got two clips here. I got this one that's a minute long, and then I have another one, and it's like, this is not the same player, y'all. And I know that this is just in an open gym. I get it, but this is really promising. Maybe I should turn it down a little bit because of copyright. You guys can't hear that music, right? Look at this. Look at the form. That's the main thing. Just look at the form. He just looks so much more comfortable, bro. He just looks comfortable with it. Maybe Pat Bev is right. I am not going that far. I am not going as far as Pat Bev to say he's the next Kawhi or whatever. I can't do it. I can't do it. What's with the music? Oh, crap. I don't even know. I probably should have been careful there. All right, next. This is the most recent. This is what was posted today, I think. But you can just see, and obviously that other one is a little older because you can see his hair. But we're getting a lot of evidence that, hey, he's been working hard at this jump shot. It looks really good. What are you talking? Not gonna lie, it looks good, but still need improvement. Shut up. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, let's turn this music down, dude. Let's just turn it off. Look at that. Gorgeous. But that's the most important thing. He just looks comfortable. So whatever habit that they were trying to break, obviously not a basketball expert here, but just assuming, making an inference based on other things that they've done with him before, it looks like they just wanted to build those building blocks and just completely renovating, however you want to phrase it, his jump shot. Like, this is not the same player. I wanted, and another thing too I'll bring up is he does look, not only does he look a little bit more fluid, he looks a little bit lighter. I don't know if he lost any weight or not, but he just looks a little bit lighter. But one thing I'll bring up is when I watched him in Baylor and I really wanted San Antonio to get him, I keep saying this, I did not expect him to have a jump shot. I was fully ready and content with a player that is not going to have a jump shot. That's going to be pretty bad outside shooter, but he can bring other things to the table, right? Maybe every now and then he can hit you a shot, right? But I was not expecting it. Like, that wasn't my expectation getting him. It was all the other things. And I think that he has delivered on all the other aspects of his game that, I wanted as a player. This is just, I want to say this is icing on the cake, but this just feels like a whole nother cake that I wasn't expecting to get at all, right? Like, this is really impressive to me, because this is a player that could not shoot at all. I mean, he really bad, y'all. Even open gym Sochan was bad, really bad with Baylor in his rookie year with the Spurs. And he's just been improving and improving, and he's a workaholic. So one thing I will agree with Pat Bev on, which, I mean, he didn't say this, but if you want to draw any Kawhi comparisons, he's a gym rat. Absolute gym rat. Easy. There's no one on the team that works harder than Sochan. You know, it might be some people that work as well. There might be a player that's more talented than Sochan, maybe a player or two more talented than him, but no one works harder. Like, I'm fully content. This is not normal for him to be able to develop this fluid of a jump shot this early. I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm not engaging with you. Cap's always capping. I'm not engaging. He's really improved. Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. I agree, Levi. But yeah. Anyways, just wanted to show you that. You should be excited. Okay? Sochan with a jump shot, it's kind of nasty. You don't want that. You don't want that. As good of a pick and roll threat and finisher just he's been, you don't want him to be a good pick and pop as well. Like, that, this is going to be an issue for the NBA. Guys, stay tuned for tomorrow. What you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I screenshot it for a thumbnail. We have a dynasty. Oh, it's coming. It's very obvious that it's coming. He's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be so nasty, bro. He's gonna be so nasty. It's unfortunate because people still don't bring him up. The casual doesn't, that is. Obviously we do, but like the casual, like, media member, they don't bring him up. He's just not flashy enough, and Spurs aren't winning, so. But I guarantee you, get us in playoff appearances, he'll be praised. They'll bring him up. Okay, so all right. So I don't think I need to bring this up. I think we already know, right, that Dylan Harper is going to the San Antonio Spurs. Like, there's been, I won't even bring up as many, like, how many articles I've seen and how many different reports I've seen, but I'll just say this. I'll just put it all in one, okay, is that a lot of teams have been hitting up the Spurs and trying to trade for them. A lot of teams. They've been offering multiple first-round picks, offering certain players, offering their own lottery picks. It's been kind of wild, right? Because I think that NBA teams recognize the amount of gap there is between, there's Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, and then there's a pretty big gap. It's a pretty sizable gap, right? And with the third spot, there's been some weird stuff with Ace Bailey, which, actually, hold on. I won't just tell you that. I'll show you. And then we'll go back to that. Hold on. I think I posted it. I thought it was so weird. I thought it was the strangest thing ever. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, I thought this was weird. So Ace Bailey wanted a promise from the Sixers before agreeing to meet with them. Very strange. I think it might be partly him, but I also think it's his management, his agents. I have no idea what they're doing. There's reports that he hasn't been working out with teams, so people are suspecting, is he hiding any type of flaws? I don't think his quotes have been the best. I brought that up, and people kind of got onto me about it, like said that I was being dramatic or whatnot, but I thought it was kind of weird that his quote was something in the lines of, yes, I can pass the ball, but if I need to get a bucket, I can get it. Like, I appreciate the confidence in that. But you're going to a whole nother level, and he's very talented, but you're going to a whole nother level, and there might be other ways that you contribute throughout your career than just going to get a bucket. So it just seemed like he wanted to focus in on, hey, I can get a bucket. Weird stuff. I wasn't the biggest fan of, obviously I think right when we got the second pick, I was like, okay, guys, let's talk about it, right? And like kind of let it be up for discussion. Now I think there should be no debating to go for Dylan Harper, right? And there is a sizable gap, which I don't even know if Ace Bailey goes third, but we'll see. We'll see. Just not because of his talent, but because of all this stuff surrounding him right now. I don't even know if he goes third. It's been kind of strange. But anyways, but I wanted to watch this. I haven't watched it, but I wanted to watch this because I wanted to get to know Dylan Harper a little bit. So I want to go to this one that was posted 5 hours ago from NBA Draft, and then we'll take a look at NBA Future Starts Now, which is, I guess, a continuation of what's happening here. Let's see. Here, let me, I can't hear anything. Oh, that's why I can't. All right, let's listen.
All right, y'all, we're going to play a game called Get to Know. Who we playing with today?
Dylan Harper.
Let them know where your hometown, where you from.
Franklin Lakes from Jersey. But Jersey in general, we got the best hoops in the country.
Let the people know what your last team is.
Best school in Jersey, Rutgers.
So you're going through this draft
we know all
process
this.
with teammate Ace Bailey.
Seeing his journeys, how hard he worked, I'm just happy.
By the way, this right here, I won't show it because I brought it up before. The fact that he went up here and every lottery pick went up and they did like a whole like role play thing where they were like, with the first overall pick, blah, blah selects, and then they said their own name. He's the only one that came up and said his teammate's name, which take that as you will, right? Maybe the other players didn't necessarily feel like their boys would make it to the lottery, right? And maybe they weren't invited to this small gathering. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. I think it was quite a few people there, but I do think that it's very telling that he went up there and he mentioned his teammate nonetheless. I thought that was really cool, and it shows that he is pretty unselfish, good character.
The journeys, how hard he worked, I'm just happy that we both here together. I mean, it's a dream come true for both of us. He might be the funniest person I know.
Who was the first person to put a ball in your hands?
My mom. I do.
His mom? His dad played in the NBA. His dad won championships with Michael Jordan. Okay.
He coached at my high school at Dallas Cowboys. We got a lot of good memories together.
So who is your favorite NBA player?
I'm not going to count my brother. Y'all know who it is all the time. LeBron James.
Okay. Current.
I'll go Cade.
Cade?
Yeah.
Is there...
Okay, so maybe we should reconsider. Maybe we should reconsider getting them guys. He just said LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. Maybe we should. Well, he said favorite player, right? He didn't say greatest of all time, right? Right? Wait. He said favorite. He said favorite. I think we're okay.
Who is your favorite NBA player?
I'm not going to count my brother. Y'all know who it is all the time. LeBron James.
Okay. Current.
Okay, I think we're okay. These are just his favorites. Okay, I think we're safe. Trade him? Yeah, I'm kind of open to trades now. He obviously didn't watch the 2014 finals.
I'll go Cade.
Cade?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that people need to know about you?
Not really. I'm kind of boring.
He lying, y'all.
Guys. Okay, I'm back on the train. I was off, now I'm back on.
Not really. I'm kind of boring.
He lying, y'all.
I love that. Hold on. One more time.
Not really. I'm kind of boring.
Hold on. Every Spurs player ever.
Not really. I'm kind of boring.
Every Spurs player ever. Brutal? What's brutal? One more time.
Not really. I'm kind of boring.
All right, 10 more times. I'm just kidding.
He lying, y'all.
I go bowling once in a while, fishing. I'm boring.
He goes bowling and fishing. We are so back. He goes bowling and fishing. I'm about to cry, y'all. I'm about to cry. Wemby goes to sleep at 6 p.m. Sochan is interesting because of his tattoos and hair dye, but he just reads books all the time. I mean, De'Aaron Fox just hangs out with his family. Who else? Who else should we? Castle? I don't even know if I don't even think Castle interacts with people. I think Castle just sits in a chamber until it's time to play basketball again. We are so back. Bowling and fishing. Yeah, that's all he does. He bowl, fish, and play basketball. He doesn't even play music while he's bowling. He doesn't listen to podcasts. He just boring. The fish they catch is nothing special, right? It's nothing special. Maybe some trout. Very boring. You love it. All right, here's another one. I don't know anything about. I don't know what this is about. I can't hear anything. All right, let's do that again. I should probably turn my own music off because it's probably throwing you guys off.
Up my handle, my shot, finishing stuff like that, and just getting the best shape I can for the next level. We just taking every day like a professional, like during my workouts, like push through the tiredness, stuff like that, and just really just mentally going through your day like never too high, never too low. That's what my mom say. So just
never too high, never too low, man. We just got a bunch of Kawhis running around, bro. Like I mentioned, Sochan looks interesting, but actually look at Sochan on the court and his demeanor. He's boring. Our whole team is boring. Just like the good old days, man.
Always keeping that mentality. A lot of running, a lot of strength and conditioning, P3 right around the corner. So I mean, just getting my body strong, ready, just because it's a physical game. Like I see in the playoffs, it's get real physical. So just gotta get my body.
He's talking about the playoffs, y'all. I'm gonna cry, y'all. He talking about the playoffs, man.
Playoffs, it's get real physical. So just gotta get my body and just mentally prepared for that.
Good God. Good God. Clan who has the best hair on the Spurs. I think Sochan will be an easy one. But I don't think he actually does. I think Castle. Castle has really nice hair, I think. He takes good care of it. This actually got me happy. I don't know what else to say to it. And he takes pinching nips ain't boring. But he do it on the sly, right? Like we didn't even know that he did it with hold on. It's not boring. It's not boring. But like, oh crap, I'm too close to myself. Like we didn't even know. We didn't even know this happened until this player brought it up. Where is it? Wait. There's a clip talking about this?
It was the very last play because like I was at the elbow. I had to guard him because Hurdle was out. So they scored for that last play, and then I had to guard him at the elbow. And then I was checking out their play, just trying to see if it was like familiar with what I've seen them run in the past. While I was looking, he just like kind of came and just like, yeah, push me, and then like he grabbed it and pinched my nipples. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Get up off me, bro. That wasn't that awkward, dude. It was just like you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess that is interesting. But we didn't know during the game. You know, his demeanor is very quiet. Sochan is very irritating because I think he's going to get away with doing a lot, and the other team is going to get a tech because of it. Like, I think he's going to get away with a lot. Did he do it? Doing that Diddy stuff? Yeah, he went straight Diddy. Caps. Why we have a good time and then you say something that's asinine? Why do we do this? I'd rather have Adams than Sochan. Why do we do this, man? You say something that was like, oh, we're having a good time. Yeah, isn't it crazy? Yeah, Diddy stuff, right? And then you say that, man. And then you say that. Why do you do that? You should know better. You've been a Spurs fan for a long time. You should know better. All right. End segment. Yeah, he just really... I gotta stop doing that. I'm not used to this these new hotkeys I've added to my stuff. Yeah, you gotta chill, bro. Sochan for Adams is crazy. It's stupid. That's what it is. All right, so... All right, this is actually the last thing I wanted to go over. Real talk. Okay. And then I'll be back on Monday, actually. Yeah, we'll be back on Monday. How do you think Harper will be in the HEB commercials? Boring? Clan, have you just taken a shower? Yeah. Okay. Guys. All right. So you guys know that I have been crazy when it comes to Dylan Harper, right? Like nonstop talking about Dylan Harper, how much he's going to change the team, how impressive he is, how he has counters upon counters upon counters. When we talk about we want a guy with a bag, this is the bag. He is a walking bag, right? He's ridiculous. We just looked at the interview where he said, yeah, I'm just a boring person. He's perfect. He's perfect for the Spurs. Very unselfish, very humble, has a dad who won multiple championships in the NBA. What else could you ask for? With that being said, if it's not enough for little old me to talk about Dylan Harper, how would you feel about Bruce B talking about Dylan Harper? Let's let our boy take it away. I have not watched this. Okay, so live react. Let's see what he has to say about Dylan Harper. Oh, wait, I should have said. Shout out to T.Y. Michael Brooks for tagging me in this. I did not see it until he tagged me. And shout out to Eric Salinas for posting it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if this was posted. Okay, it looks like he took the... Yeah, it looks like he took the capture, so that's cool. Are we going to play?
Guy, the Spurs got the number 2 pick 2 years after they got the number 1.
Why does this guy voice sound familiar? Is he on ESPN?
Pick of the last however many years. Do you think that they should take Dylan Harper?
Oh, man. Woo. No question.
Oh, yeah.
Man, and I say it for this. Dylan Daddy and I, we real close. And one of the things that Ron talks about is the culture of San Antonio for my son being a professional basketball player.
Okay, actually, this is bigger than I thought. Okay, so we're going to continue this because this is awesome. I'm locked in, okay? So this is huge because the narrative around Spurs Nation, maybe over the course of, it's calmed down a little bit, but the course of the last couple of weeks is that his dad has been toxic and his dad is the new Uncle Dennis and his dad doesn't want him in San Antonio and all this stuff. And I brought up that everything that I've seen, nothing indicated that he didn't want him in San Antonio. I didn't gather that at all from the things that he'd been posting. It's been just nonstop sticking up for his son and then telling people just to wait because they kept throwing out all of these trade scenarios all the time, right? Maybe, yeah, it's a classic case of old man get off Twitter, but at the same time, you know, I think it's I thought it was overblown. I didn't see anything wrong with what he was saying. I was not coping. Okay, I was not coping. I legit did not see any issues with it, and definitely didn't see any comparisons to Uncle Dennis. But hold on, let me go back a little bit. This is big, though. This is big. I don't even think Bruce Bowen realized that there's some inside info here.
Of San Antonio for my son being a professional basketball player. He's going to learn things about being professional, and there's always a point in life when you see your son playing at the highest level that you just realize that you can't do nothing for him. And you want him in an environment where things can help him continuously improve, not just as a basketball player, but as an individual as well. We saw that with Dale Curry when Steph went to Golden State. Dale wasn't in the gym with him with all them shots doing that anymore. Dale was kicking balls to him because he couldn't reach it. Here you go. So when you have these types of scenarios, I think it only helps. And his skill, I look at it like this. De'Aaron Fox, you have Castle, you have Wemby. There's not going to be pressure for him. He's going to have a lot of one-on-one opportunities where he...
Okay, just real quick, another thing. I'm going to rewind. We're going to listen to him again. But one thing that I've brought up, and this is why, a few people got upset when I said this, but I think Dylan Harper starts. I think, first off, I think he's going to be a better player than Castle, right? And I don't think that should be controversial, and that is totally fine. That just shows how great he is because of how high regards I put Castle, right? Like I put him in very high regards. So I think that he's going to be better. But not only that, I think he should start because there will be less pressure on him. And I trust Castle at this point to lead the second unit. And I think that gives us a little bit more balance. But also Dylan Harper being on a team with, if KD comes, right, with De'Aaron Fox, with Wemby, like he's going to be able to not necessarily take a back seat, but focus in on what his role is going to be. And that would be just get us some buckets, right? And he's really good at that. So it's not going to be like with Rutgers. Clan, stop this. What'd I say? Clan, I promise he isn't starting most of the year. I mean, we'll see, but like that's my opinion. I think he should start. I think it makes the most sense. Stop, Clan? What am I stopping about? Yeah, it just is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know what you guys want, man. I don't know what you guys want. It just is what it is. I love Castle. I love Castle. I talk about Castle all the time.
There's not going to be pressure for him. He's going to have a lot of one-on-one opportunities where he just play the game. It's not a lot of places you can do that. And people tend to learn that later in life when they want to be the man, and then they become the man, then they realize, oh, wow, it's two people on me all the time. I no longer have the freedom to do those other things. So I'm all for, Dylan being a Spur because of what it can do for the club, but also what it can do for him.
That's awesome, bro. So what did we get from this? We got that he is friends with Harper's father, and Harper's father wants him in San Antonio. I don't even think Bruce Bowen realized that was like a big deal, what he just said. But also, one thing that he brought up was, when you get double teamed and realizing what that means and what that looks like. We brought this up before. I won't search for it because it takes me way too long to search for these things. But just take my word for it. We took a look at his passing ability when he's getting pressured, and those pressure moments were double teams. Like, that's basically what that meant. Near the corners are very tough situations, and he actually passes at an efficient rate, a very efficient rate. Assists and passes at an efficient rate, and low turnovers as well. Out of being pressured. So Dylan Harper is legit, y'all. Like, he is legit. Really good. Yeah, exactly. He's pretty much a number one pick. Starting him at the 2 or 3 is a really good idea. Dude, it's not that controversial, or it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that controversial. Like, sure, I believe, and I said this at the time, I believe that Castle should have been number one pick in his draft. Like, easily in his draft. But there's multiple drafts where I feel like Harper would be number one. And before the college season started up, he was regarded as the number one pick. Like, people were, I think at the beginning of the college, beginning of the NCAA, a lot of people were like, who's going to go first? There was like a legitimate debate. Like, is it going to be him or is it going to be Cooper Flagg? Believe it or not, there was a debate. There was a legit debate. We can't get too guys, we can't get too attached here, okay? I love all my players, all right? I love all my Spurs, but we can't get too attached here. We can't say you can't start because of this person, okay? We'll see the way that Brian Wright, oh my gosh. We'll see the way Mitch Johnson does things. But we can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that. And also, we're Spurs fans, okay? Who cares? Who cares who starts? Manu Ginobili. Emmanuel Ginobili, greatest player of all time. You know? One of the greatest players of all time. He came off the bench. It made sense. And I think that brings the most talent and makes us more dynamic if Fox were to come off the bench. But that's just on paper right now. We'll see how things go. But Dillon is legit. Fox, Castle, KD, Sochan, Wemby. I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not against it. I mean, that's a beautiful starting lineup. I just trust Castle to torch every second unit. And I like Dylan Harper being as young as he is, being surrounded around vets with Fox, KD, Wemby, more balance, very dynamic. And then Castle come off the bench and lead that. Man, we're nasty, bro. We're really nasty. You know what I mean? Man, we really need a big man, don't we? Anyways. Castle proved himself. Dillon has not. Who cares, bro? Nobody cares. You prove yourself by being the second overall pick in the draft. Okay? Who cares? Castle got playing time pretty early. That boy proved himself before the season even started. How you feel about Clint Capella? How much would he even cost? I haven't looked into Clint Capella and what that would look like. Yeah, I haven't. I'll be honest, I haven't looked into it. Mamu backup for Sochan. Mamu is probably gone. Yeah, Mamu. He's probably gone, y'all. If I'm being real, he more than likely get paid better somewhere else. He's probably gone. A lot of places have Clint Capella going to the Lakers for the biannual. All right, next person we'll go over is Maluach. I think I already did, and I wasn't that sold, but I heard some stuff, so like I wanna double down just in case. Just in case, okay? I want to really start looking at the positives of this player. I think we went over Maluach. Boyles. Reno. I really like Reno. I want Reno, but I haven't heard anything out of Spurs camp when it comes to Reno. But I don't know. Maybe I don't think he'll land where we are in the second round, but and our 14th pick might be gone. I wonder if the Spurs are going to try to trade up. They know they need a center. If the Spurs grab KD, I think they're full on like, yeah, let's try to win this year. Real talk. I think they're full on like, all right, let's try to win a championship. I know that's crazy to say so early, but like I think that would be the case. He can't shoot a lick. Yeah. I know I didn't hear you say Harper should be starting as a rookie. Gunther, you also said Sochan's trash, so like you have some really bad takes. Don't act like I didn't see that. OKC is weak. But you're right. Cooper Flag shouldn't start either. And LeBron shouldn't have. And Wemby shouldn't have. These rookies shouldn't start. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me saying a second overall pick should start? I'm crazy. You think Castle's a better fit with KD? I'll be real with you. Guys, I think KD is going to take more of a role-playing role, which is insane. But, like, really great shooter. Obviously great scorer, but really great shooter. And, like, 8 feet tall is good enough. Like, I think he's going to take more of a role-player role behind Wemby. That's just my take. I'm with you there. That's the value of having KD. Yeah, I think he'll take more of a role player role. He ain't trash, but he is mid. I don't know. I don't know how that works, Gunther, when statistically he's one of the best players in the NBA on the defensive end of the ball. And I would say offensively, pretty decent, just can't shoot threes. I don't see how that equals mid. If you're elite on the defensive end, and you can say that he's mid offensively, then where are you? Are you just mid? Or are you above average? He's very average at best. You and I both know this. No, dude. That's just you. It's literally just you. I just wonder how that works. Top in the league as far as pick and roll finishing. There we go. Trash, mid, garbage, horrible. Yeah, I don't see how you're top of the league as a pick and roller offensively, which is extraordinarily important. And then you're literally one of the best defenders in the NBA. And that equals mid. I don't know. I don't know. I would agree that he's a bad three-point shooter. 30% is not great. That's all I got. That's all I can say about him. That's all I can say that's bad. Everything else is pretty doggone good. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that these were the stats that I was talking about. Bro, come on. Come on. You knew exactly what I meant. You know that I'm talking about a stat sheet. You know that I'm talking about points per game. You know that's what I mean when I say that what he does doesn't show up on the stat sheet. This is advanced stats. You're not going to find this just looking up ESPN, how did Sochan do today? You know exactly what I mean. Don't play stupid with me. Yeah, no, that's so disingenuous. You know exactly what I meant. You know what I mean. That's why advanced analytics are important, which I say all the time. Some players, it shows up everywhere, right? Like when you're great, it shows up everywhere. Like you look at Wemby, I mean, it's everywhere. You can look at the stat sheet if you want, that works. You can look at advanced analytics, that works. Eye test, that works. But some players, it's just not the same. You saying Sochan is as good as Joker in the pick and roll? I'm sorry. I think you misunderstood. I didn't create this graphic. This is just factual information that he's a top 5 pick and roller in the NBA. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. The only reason why I would say that is based on evidence. I don't know what else you want me to say. So you are. So he is right. I'm sorry. I don't know. Just say it. That he's a top 5 pick and roller in the NBA this season as Joker. I don't have to say it. You can just read it. What do you read? Like when you see this graph, what do you read? Do you read something different? Am I reading this incorrectly? This season that this is the roll man points per possession? I mean, obviously Joker is better like pick and pop player, but this is pick and rolls. The points per possession, pick and rolls. And he's top of the league at it. Joker's right here. Are you trying to like? I mean, even if you clip me, it wouldn't make sense. Are you trying to clip me? What are you doing? Caps is rage bait. Man, a little bit. Like what? So that's what y'all is. Okay, yeah, you're rage baiting. Just rage baiting. I need you holding up headphones. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look. Look at this. Clan, are you saying that those are headphones? Are you trying to say that those are headphones you're holding right here? I don't know. Are they? Clan, are you trying to say that the sky is blue? Are you trying to say sushi is delicious? Okay, that's a little bit more subjective. It is delicious. No, that's objective. Screw you. Anybody that says sushi isn't delicious, you're just wrong. Clan looks like Halliburton. Dude, I'm so excited for this Game 7. I'm about to hop off, y'all. Like I said, when the stream started, I'm very hungry. I have not eaten today. So I'm going to go eat. I'll upload all the videos in the coming days. But yeah. I'm real excited for Game 7. It should be a absolute banger. There are often parasites in sushi. I'd die for some sushi. Instagram? Am I signed in? I'm not signed in, so give me a second. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know my sign-in stuff. Because I'm never on here. Crap. Unfortunately, I had to redo my stuff on here on my computers. I had to erase everything because it wasn't working. Couldn't bring up anything, couldn't save anything. We know your password is Sochan, for sure. Trust this device, yes. Trust this device, please. I just got a lot of text messages just now. Something happened? Oh. Switch Hill just sent me a message. It was actually the clip we just watched. He was like, he says, such a Spur, I'm boring. Mentioning Dylan Harper. That's funny. Something happened with and that's interesting. I don't think this should be a segment, but there's this a post about, because okay, so Chet Holmgren, his 3-point shooting hasn't been as good since he stopped doing pull-up threes. And basically the argument is a lot of Spurs fans were upset about us losing Chip England, but Chet hasn't gotten any better, which is interesting. But I don't think we should make a segment out of it. I don't care enough about Chet. All right, you said look at Sochan's. I'm gonna do that and then I'm getting off. Sochan. What we got here? Instagram status. Oh, dude. Yeah, we went over this. Talking about this? We literally just went over it. Hold on. Yeah, we just took a look at this. No, we just looked at it. Chet shot 38% from 3. I think that they're talking about the finals. Yeah, I think they're talking about the finals. So now Chip is bad? No. Chip isn't bad. I just don't care enough to look into this. But no, Chip isn't bad. Chip is great. It's just that we haven't. I mean, I guess I said it at the time that just because you're losing Chip doesn't mean that there's no coaches out there that will help you with your shooting, right? Like plenty of our players have gotten better shooting wise. 11% from 3 in the finals. Yeah. Wait, is it 11% or 33%? Oh, 33% field goal. He's 33% field goal percentage, yo? No way it's 11%. Actually, I don't know. Let's look. Can we look at every single game? See how bad it's been. Let's see. So we'll start with the first one. Oh wait. There we go. Chet. 0% in the first game. %33% in the second game. This from 3. 0% in the third. Guys, he's been horrible. %. It's literally that first game that's holding him up. 33%. Yeah, he's been really bad. So yeah, so that was the argument that like he's been really bad, but everyone was really freaking out. Shooting coaches when there's other shooting coaches as well. 0% in the last game. Yeah, he's been horrible. I never said Chip was bad. Chip is an excellent coach. He's a shot doctor. The only point is, just because they have Chip England, we don't, doesn't mean that we can't improve. And doesn't mean that, it's guaranteed that you look great all the time. It's not true. All right, I'm hopping off. I got to go eat, and I need to do thumbnails, but I'm doing that later because that's how hungry I am. I will see you guys later. I appreciate the love, okay? I love all of you, even you, Caps, even though you trolling, man. But you'll come around. He'll come around. I can foresee the future, okay? I can foresee the future. Sochan is going to be helping us win quite a few games. You'll come around. You'll be all right. All right, y'all. Wait, free throw is 95%, which is weird. Chet, has he been getting to the free throw line? I don't know what we're talking